I'm a simple man looking to make my way in the galaxy like my father before me. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all the Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I'm joined, as always, by my co-hosts Nick Carey, Aaron Laramie, and Wesley, the nice lady said you had training, Isaac.
Pull up! All craft, pull up! It's a trap!
All right, welcome, Nicholas, my brother.
What's up?
Hey,
First show.
I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't call him your brother, and we would just be like, yeah, it's the same last name, and
Just a coincidence.
just some guy.
I like how you went
Related
with the
to
full
Drew.
name too. You can call me Nick. That's fine.
I'm gonna go Nicholas the entire time, even though I don't call you that in real life. We're going Nicholas.
Saint
That's
Nicholas.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah, it is Christmas time. So, Merry Christmas, guys.
And we've got another new guest, HD Aaron.
Oh man,
I went from the Cox
Really nice.
150 megabytes per second
damn.
service to the Cox 150 megabytes per second service. It was a big upgrade.
We'll get to our
Wait
ad
a
break
minute.
later, Aaron.
Oh, sorry.
those numbers sound similar.
They are.
Hold on a second.
We'll get into how Star Wars has proven me wrong again. Well, The Mandalorian has proven me wrong about, what may happen in the story. But I want to get started by telling you guys I posted one TikTok. It was a shit video of just Wes's Bane Nana impressions from like 5 weeks ago. And it got
That's terrible.
150 views and 9 likes, more than we've ever gotten on the YouTube
No
channel.
way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm happy or angry because like I'm not a big social media guy, so like shit like that, I'm like, I'll
That's
never
good,
use
dude.
TikTok. I don't know if I'm like my TikTok fame's gonna go to my head. I don't know now. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous.
So can I guess who the 9 likes were from? So Brian, I think Cannonballs, can you like your own
Yep,
TikTok?
that's one.
Okay, so that's one. All right. So Marty
That's
is one.
two.
All right, Marty's burner is 3.
I don't know if he has a burner. We'll have to
And
find out
then
next
Burner
week.
TikTok.
I have a personal
And then-
account, so I'll give you that one.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then your 5 other burners.
I was gonna say, and then 5 people that don't know what English is.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
is America racist?
That was
America
the top
has
comment.
Yeah. That's
but
not
it's-
bad. 150 views, 9 likes. I mean, that's far and
It-
away. That's
it's
like
all
all
I
of our
have to do
YouTube
is-
views combined.
Why do we even do the whole show? I say we just, record for 6 minutes and I cut it up and we put it out one day at a time. So tune in next week, you guys. It's over.
Yeah, and as we always say on Cannonballs, look at our TikTok.
As we always say on TikTok balls, look at our cannonballs.
So obviously TikTok is a younger audience, so getting views on that got me thinking maybe that's where our YouTube subscribers are going to come from. So I got a new idea for you guys.
We're gonna
Ooh,
pitch to
I like
children.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna
We're gonna get
hang
babies.
outside high schools, and we're gonna try.
No,
to
no,
sell
no,
the-
no, no, no.
Yep,
Too old, younger.
Don't like this already.
Okay.
Middle schools.
Middle
schools, and we'll be predators, but the good kind.
Like
Well,
the ones with the
so-
heat vision.
We're gonna offer to buy them beer and vapes in exchange
At
for
middle schools?
subscriptions. Yes.
Oh, gosh. Jesus Christ.
Well,
I wonder
probably
how
White
much
Claws.
jail would
what are
go
the middle
to.
schoolers drinking these days?
What's the max amount of jail? That's what we'll get.
How
How much jail?
which one of us do you think would get murdered first in jail?
Oh, probably me.
Like, because
Have you seen my ass?
they
Actually,
would be
they
like,
keep me around.
no, yeah, but like, all right. So we do this plan, right? And
Brian's
we're hanging out.
sweet-ass
They'd call me
Carrie.
Cheeks or something.
No, bro, no. So
my
we're hanging
hairless,
out.
supple ass, Wes.
Yeah.
No, dude, 'cause, like,
Find a way to blend in.
See,
I know what
Brian,
yeah, Nick could be Mexican. You have no idea. You can blend in with anybody.
yeah, Brian at the prison, it would be the 1,000-mile, the 100-mile spanking machine or whatever from SpongeBob. That would be Brian walking through the shower at the prison, just getting fucking his ass cheeks clapped over and over.
That's why I follow the law.
You know what? No, yeah, you should follow the law. And I meant more like the fact it would probably be labeled as like pedophiles if we did all this. So like, which one of us
yeah.
would
Sold
get?
kids beer?
If
No,
it
that's
was
just
like-
furnishing alcohol to minors.
Yeah, but like nobody cares. Prisoners aren't going to be like, "Did you fact check that?"
Yeah,
They're
we're
just going to be like,
well, I sold alcohol to minors. They're gonna be like, you fucking diddled kids, didn't you?
I'd be like,
Yeah,
no, read the reports. I have the report right here. They'd be like, time to die,
What are you, a
bitch.
cop?
Not you, Brian.
Yeah. I was just peeing by an elementary school, I swear.
We've heard all the stories before.
Yeah, we know this one. Get him, guy. Get him, boys.
Yeah.
And then Nick's in the back, and he's like, on delay. And I'm like, I don't know. He was in on it. He was with us on the podcast.
No, all right, man. I got some.
No, we saw you on the
I've seen the
TikTok.
podcast. I've seen the podcast. It's white people. That dude's obviously Hispanic. I'd be like, God damn it.
Well, man, never know.
Then I get murdered.
So yeah, kids love vapes. They love beer. And I was thinking we could. I've got
This
$1
can't be
million
good.
idea. Savory
Oh, boy.
vape flavors.
Ooh,
Yes.
we should have a Cannonballs Jewel.
Yeah, it's ranch dressing.
With flavors
Beef
like
Wellington.
and Buffalo.
Beef Wellington.
It's meatball sub.
Pastrami on rye.
What's the grossest deviled eggs? The grossest thing you can
deviled
come up with.
Oh, shit.
What we call
Yeah,
them?
liver
Salty
and
clouds? What-
Salty clouds. That sounds.
yeah, that's what the kids want. They're done with the fruit juice. They're done with the strawberry, the mango.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm just here to give these kids my salty clouds.
Yeah.
They want
That'll go
sauerkraut
well.
and kielbasa vapes.
You know what we could? You know what flavor we could do is Bane Nana.
Ooh, we fully cash in on our 150 TikTok views.
Yeah, everybody knows the best artificial fruit flavor is always banana.
Yeah. Name one thing that's banana that's bad. I
Yeah,
can't.
everybody loves the banana Laffy Taffy.
I was thinking
that's always
that
the
one
favorite.
exactly. Do they banana?
That's the only
flavor
banana
anything else, or
flavored
is it
thing I
just
can.
Laffy
I
Taffy?
don't think so. I think
When's
it's
the last
just
time you've
Laffy
eaten
Taffy.
Laffy Taffy?
World It's been years.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've gotten fillings because the dentist recommends that I can't eat that without tearing my fillings out of my teeth.
No, it's good. It gets you don't have to floss. It takes the food out.
Honestly,
Laffy Taffy
that's why I
after
chew
every
gum.
Meal.
After every beer.
We're restarting,
guys.
All right, welcome back to
I feel
Cannonball.
like I only got Laffy Taffies when I trick or treated. That's probably the last time I got Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, fill up the
I don't think
pillowcase.
anyone has actively gone out to and bought Laffy. Been like, ooh, candy aisle. What do I want?
Yeah,
No,
there's
not,
zero.
you know,
There's zero
not
times I can
Skittles,
tell you.
not
Yeah,
like,
I have
you know.
never been like, oh man, I'm really craving some candy, and I'm just hanging out. Like I go to the store and I'm like, ooh, Laffy Taffy. No,
You have to laugh before too.
Airheads,
No,
on the
I
other
think
hand.
Airheads are nice, bro. I think that candies like Laffy Taffy's best bet is they should just put Laffy Taffy in other candy bags.
They
That's
trick
what they
people
do.
into
It's,
buying.
Yeah.
it's the mix. It's
I think
the
that's-
sweet tarts. It's the gobstoppers.
It's assorted flavor.
It's
It's
what
the
else
only
is in
way.
that shit?
You know
Laffy
what's kind of
Taffy.
funny is in
Real
the
life out
movie
there, Dum-dums.
in the movie Willy Wonka, like Willy Wonka has like the best candy in the world, but in real life, Willy Wonka candy is subpar, like
Garbage.
across the board. Like it's like
Nerds,
laughing.
that's
Like
what else
even
is in there.
Nerds are good. Well, in
So
the movie, they're like Wonka bars, best chocolate ever, and Wonka bars is probably the worst chocolate bar you can buy.
worst.
Like, there are some shit chocolate bars, like Hershey's, and then it's like fucking Dove, and then it just gets lower and lower, and eventually it's like.
By the way, who the hell
Like,
does this for making chocolate?
Yeah, Dove is the same as the soap company, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they make shampoo and chocolate, and they.
I'd rather have that chocolate bar than the fucking Wonka
It is
bar.
good.
See, like
I remember
Nerds
having
Rope.
one, and they have actually little inspirational quotes on the inside of the wrapper.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
shave your balls today,
Yeah,
and I'm
get
like,
out and exercise, fatty.
like,
Shave your
Stop
balls,
eating
they
all this
stink.
chocolate, fat ass.
yeah, they're like, dude, stop with all the chocolate, Tubsy. I'm like, God damn
Yeah.
it.
Tubbs.
You don't tell me how to live as I eat more. Yeah. I think Nerds Rope was like the pinnacle of Wonka candy. Like that was, I think, like legitimately popular at one point.
And just because
but
it was funny.
that's also
funny.
not a great candy. It's just a
No, but it was
Twizzler
just
covered
funny.
in nerds. Like
Was Fun Dip technically Wonka with the white sugar stick that you dip in the more sugar?
you might be right. Yeah.
Was it Wonka though? I don't think it was Wonka.
So you lick the sugar stick, and then you could dip it in the more sugar so it sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me wet this so I can get more sugar on the
no.
sugar stick. It's Wonka?
It is Wonka. So
It is Wonka?
It's got the whole color theme.
Pixie sticks, blow pops are Wonka. Fun
Oh,
fact.
See, I think the OG like sweet tarts are pretty high on the list because I think that's Wonka too.
Sweet tarts are pretty good. I like Sprees, chewy Spree.
It's all sugar. It's
I
literally
like Sprees too.
Sprees are good.
Sugar in
Chewy Spree is
different
better.
forms. Oh god. I don't know why I just googled Wonka and thought I'd find all the candies, but here we are.
I did the same thing, and
It's
it's
a scary
nothing.
picture.
It's gibberish.
It's a scary picture of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, after the abuse.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. All right. You guys
Poor Johnny
want to talk some Star Wars? Wes, did you watch it?
Yo, dude, this just seemed like a Bobby Fett.
Bobby
Not to be
Fischer
confused,
episode.
not to be confused with Bobby Flay. A Bobby Fett. Let's just tug on your dick a little bit. They're like, oh, look at this guy.
So you found
No,
your
Brandon
dick
got the
was
shirt.
tugged on by Bobby Fett.
Bobby Fett. Yes. Yeah, make sure you get his name right. It's pronounced Bobby Fett.
It's Robert.
Hey, I wonder if that Bobby Fett guy is the same as Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Maybe-
old
maybe he
Bobby
knows-
Fett.
Maybe he knows old Ben Kenobi.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So yeah,
Fucking
we'll get into it then.
Um,
It sounds like you watched it because your dick was tugged on.
And my dick was tugged on, and it was because of the episode. And I was okay with it.
Yeah, Nick, it
It's all right.
sounds like
It's
you
decent.
watched it because you said the latest episode of Mandalorian, right? Before you agreed.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I watch all of your videos out of order, so I wasn't sure exactly what episode of Mandalorian you guys are on covering. I'm like, okay, just so we're up to date. This is the up to date one. But yes, I've seen all of them. I've seen it twice
All right.
actually.
What about you, Aaron?
Aaron had adult things going on.
Yeah.
As he
There we
drinks straight gin out of his Walt Disney cup.
Yeah, I know. Like the Disney overlords. They got to me.
Oh man, we're
But
corporate.
we're
shills
waiting for
already.
sponsors later. Fine. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it then. The shortest episode I think this season at 34
Oh,
minutes.
really? Maybe I should have watched it.
Yeah,
I thought the
so-
last one was shorter.
I think the last one was just over 40, but sure.
The last one was like 41 or 42.
No one's
All
gotten
right,
this
you win.
far in the podcast. I've seen the metrics. So
Nobody other than me and you scrubbing through the video to get
That's
more
right.
views.
me picking out
Man, you guys do
TikToks
good
to
work.
get more views than the YouTube videos.
Yeah. Brian's like, gotta keep making.
Oh man. So Din Djarin is hanging out in the Razor Crest with Grogu. He's playing some catch with him. He's chuckling. He really loves his Grogu now. They're really developing a relationship.
Yeah, he says his name and he looks at him and he's like,
there.
Yeah, he does his yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's.
I have the subtitles on when I watch, and it always says that Grogu coos.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, kind of.
Oh,
he's kind of a
I forgot to
baby.
mention chapter 14. The Tragedy is the name of the episode. We're giving Aaron the full synopsis.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the tragedy of this episode was, but
The tragedy is it wasn't super exciting.
I think it was pretty tragic.
I don't know. I was like, you obviously know nothing bad's gonna happen. It's Disney.
Yeah, I would say. Well, we'll get there. I'll say what I thought was predictable and what was not predictable.
All right.
So
Sure.
we get another Dank Ferric, this made-up swear word by Din Djarin. Put it on the Dank Ferric counting board.
Yeah, where's Mark?
He's just talking to Grogu, who we don't know if he could understand everything, but he says the nice lady said you had some training. We got to get you to the magic rock so you could sit on it. And they go straight to Tython. They go straight to the magic rock. I thought we were going to get a weird.
And that's what we're gonna say to the kids, right? We go outside.
Hey,
to the
you guys
school,
want some
we got a
magic rock?
We got this magic, but you gotta sit on it.
Oh no.
And then we go to jail, right? Is that the plan? No, we don't want to go to jail.
I don't think that's exactly the plan, but it's innovative.
It seemed like
Your plan.
Innovative.
it is very innovative.
Anemone.
What kind of house do you live in? An anemone. All right, kid, don't hurt yourself.
So we get to the magic rock fairly easily. They land, they jetpack over. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. And he goes and plops Grogu on it, and Grogu's just looking at a butterfly, fucking around, nothing's really
Being a
happening.
douche.
Yeah. And
And the pizza's cold.
and the pizza's cold too.
Oh,
And they forgot his Diet Dr. Kelp.
Oh,
How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink?
that guy's the biggest asshole in history, arguably.
The original.
I don't think there's a
Karen.
character more hated. Yeah, he is. It's absolutely true. Darren.
His name probably is Darren.
It's Daryl.
So
I knew it was Daryl the whole time.
in through the atmosphere comes Slave One, the name of Boba Fett's ship. Who knew that was the name of his ship? It's a weird name.
You didn't know that?
Slave One? Oh, I knew. Well, only because of
Yeah, I
Mars.
knew that actually.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, me
Slave
too.
one.
I was actually gonna. They have one that I could buy right now from China.
For like $800, but it'd be $1,200.
I think it's like $60.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Wow, the Chinese love American money, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Slave 69.
Indentured servant 69.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a thing.
Oh, indentured servant 69 really got
What's
me,
the
bro.
difference?
It's okay. We pay them a little bit.
Yeah, we pay them and then they have to pay us rent. It's fine.
we pay them
pay
in
them
housing and food.
Yeah, I'm like,
we pay
that's
them
not
by
great.
not killing them.
So he sees this ship and Din panics, even though he thinks a Jedi's coming to help. I thought that was a little weird. Like, how did he know that was bad?
Yeah, he's like, can't wait for the Jedi to show up, and the ship shows up, and he's like, time to go. I'm like,
So the second he turns to Grogu and says time to go, Grogu's got this force field and he's like meditating and he looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan, kinda, the little
Cool.
orb around him.
That's what I thought. Of.
Yep. And
He's like,
get
ah, ha.
Carving up a Kamehameha or something.
Yeah. Kame.
You can't get through this
I don't know how
orb.
I don't know how Dragon Ball Z did it, but they were able to stretch like 8 fights in that whole series to an entire like 800 episode. Like I don't know.
Yeah, there are only 8 fights.
Yeah.
It's insane. And I feel like I know Dragon Ball Z mostly from the video games, like the story mode of Budokai. Like it's always on a weird time.
Yeah.
Like 2 PM, not home from school yet.
Yeah. See, I would watch it on like random, like I would catch it on like weird like Adult Swim or like whatever when I was like 10, and I was like, this shit is awesome.
It's Toonami with the cool guy with the helmet. He's like,
Yeah.
next, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam.
Yeah, it's like 6:30. I'm like, yeah.
6:30.
My Kamehameha on the base.
I'm gonna go to bed in 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, right. 2 hours.
It's like
So,
it's almost my bedtime.
Yeah. Kame.
Din can't get through the Grogu shield. So he tries
We've
to,
all been
to
there.
creep down and sneak up on whoever's coming out of this ship. And we see the actor who played Jango Fett, whose name I should have wrote down.
Jamie Foxx.
Yep, Jamie Foxx. And he's in a
No,
cloak.
that's Django. That's Django Fett.
Oh, it's a silent D. Did Django
Yeah.
Fett.
To Boba Fett.
Yeah. Exactly.
And who else is with him? It's Fennec from that Tatooine episode where they had to hunt her as the bounty, and he helped the guy with the earring.
And who else is it? It's Fennec from that one time.
Yeah, the guy with the earring. You know.
So
Oh, shit.
Boba Fett's like, hey dude, I saw you took my armor from Cobb Vanth. I'd like that back. It was my dad's. That's when we get the full confirmation it's Boba Fett. Unless you have the subtitles on, then you knew it was Boba Fett.
Because it says his name's Boba Fett.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I'm shocked.
Well, I also I looked at the ship too. I saw the ship flying in, and I knew, who that was.
Yeah. I think most people did. Oh, sorry. Donkey Flap is in the chat, and he has a message for you, Wes. He says, I made hot chocolate today. I used condensed milk. Because it's not mac and cheese.
I like it. Other than condensed milk.
We were there. You were there when I made my accidental
Eating condensed milk or just regular?
I used condensed milk in my mac and cheese. And we were online. We were live for that. And then I ate it. I was very drunk. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And it was
You must have
absolutely
not narrated.
disgusting.
Were you like in the kitchen? I know I don't pay attention sometimes because I'm reading my notes, but are you just like chef
Yeah,
hat
Wes, when
on,
have you been
stirring up a pot of mac
the
and cheese?
only time I've seen you eating on the podcast was you're eating sushi. I remember Steph got you sushi one time and you were eating sushi on the podcast, but I don't remember you eating
Not with a fork or
milkless mac and
chopsticks,
cheese.
just with his hands.
Oh, he was just putting his face on the plate.
Shoveling sushi in his
Yeah.
mouth.
I'm a fucking animal. Yeah, well, I don't remember what was going on, but yeah, no, I used the wrong kind of milk. It came out gross. And then I tried to add a bunch of I was like, we'll balance this out, pepper, and it didn't. And then I was like, oh, lemon juice will work, and I poured a bunch of lemon juice in, and it was just lemony sweet macaroni.
Remind me to never go to your house for dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna get
That's
you a
rude.
few practice Thanksgivings before we show up.
Seriously.
Thank you.
He's like, the
I
turkey was a little
appreciate it.
dry, so I covered it in coconut oil. Hope it's good. Like,
I bet you that would be delicious.
yeah,
So I
not
boiled
quite.
it a little.
I put a stick of butter and just rubbed it all over. I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, I tried to make gravy on Thanksgiving. Did I tell you guys about my gravy on Thanksgiving?
I heard about the gravy.
Condensed
I think
milk?
you told us when we played Among Us and whatnot.
Yeah, I tried to make
Oh,
gravy.
you might have. I forget.
I tried to make gravy and I added way too much flour and it just became like I put it back on the heat and it was like it took me like an hour and I finally got the taste right and I was like
cake. That's right.
yeah and it just like blew
Slow
up
and
like
low.
a cake. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I still think about it in the shower.
You'll never wash those
Jesus
stains
Christ.
off.
Yeah.
So it was Fennec from that one episode.
From that one time before.
So
Totally.
Boba is like, "Hey man, give me my armor because it's mine," and Din is like, "Nope, it's not. That's for Mandalorians only." And
Classic. I was kind of like, maybe this is where Boba Fett just kills him, and I can have to deal with this
it becomes a
bullshit anymore.
Boba Fett show.
Yeah,
Like, you're my
That'd
baby
be a
now.
pretty badass twist. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, maybe this is where they just kill him off because he's such a fucking asshole all the time. He's like, yeah, that's my armor. He's like, no, that's not for you. I'm like,
he
what
kills
if I
Din and Grogu. Just
I would
shoots him in
like-
cold blood right there.
I would have loved it.
There
That'd be
are
pretty
rumors
gnarly.
that Mandalorian is just the like soft pilots for a whole bunch of shows, like a Boba Fett show and an Ahsoka show. So
You're probably
who knows?
right.
Maybe a Bill Burr
A
Star
Fennec
Wars
show.
show.
Yeah. The tentacle guys from the like peer world or whatever that
I'm
all
sure
worked on
everyone
the,
would love a Cara Dune. Oh, the brothers.
It's all about her just stealing ballots. She's like, Palpatine's gonna get elected again, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Palpatine won.
Make the Empire great again.
Yeah. He didn't get
man.
nearly enough votes, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, votes aren't as important as what the people feel.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
don't
anyway,
feel like he won.
Boba's like, I got a sniper up on that ledge, so give me that armor. And Din's like, dude, I'm in fucking Beskar. You can't touch me. Boba's like, no, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
shoot
gonna
the
shoot
fucking
me?
green baby. It's like,
And he's
oh,
like, how
shit.
did you know about the green baby?
I can see it in that force field up on the mountain.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
fucking
giant
tried-
bounty
I-
on his head still.
Yeah.
I
that's
also
true.
raised the question: can he be shot through that force field? Because
I don't
like
think so.
the Mandalorian
I don't think he
had
could
to
have.
go like through it. Yeah, so like that's what I was thinking too. I think he would have been fine.
I would have been like, fucking pull the trigger, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking do it.
Lounging, like, don't even care.
You fucking go ahead. He doesn't even have a force field, so he'll probably just die. Whatever.
Jesus Christ. He'll probably just die. It's fine.
So they're
They'd be
negotiating.
like, well, now I'm
some-
starting to think he does have a force field.
He fails with this force field a couple times. So, as they're trying to negotiate a trade, some Imperials, stormtrooper dropships pull up, and stormtroopers pile out like it's a clown car. Like there were 500 in that one little ship somehow.
Yeah, I have a major problem with that.
Well, let's General hear it.
So, I'm gonna generally tell you that they generally have a bunch of they have the Dark Troopers, right?
Yep.
Why the fuck would they send a bunch of people to their death just for laughs? Like, why would you start out with you play? If you're in the Super Bowl, are you starting Patrick Mahomes, or are you gonna start like your third string quarterback and then eventually bring Mahomes in later in the? Just start Patrick Mahomes.
Were
If he's Colt McCoy, though.
were they
Ooh,
expecting
best
Boba to
quarterback
be
in the
there?
league.
Yeah. Or
I
Nick
don't
Foles.
What was that,
know
Nick?
what they were expecting, but
I said I don't think they were expecting Boba Fett to be there.
I still would have just
Like,
sent in a real army. I wouldn't have been like,
It would have been just an
Yeah.
army against Mando and the kid.
just send down.
Anyway.
You made
My
Dark Troopers
child.
for it.
They
Just send them
drop
in.
off the stormtroopers. Boba has this weird staff thing that he starts beating their asses with. He doesn't have a gun.
He's got this weird stash on his face.
There's this scene. I don't know if you guys remember it. Fennec is like running across this ridge as stormtroopers are shooting at her, and she could clearly just like get cover on the other side of the ridge, but the bullets are just like landing right behind her.
Oh,
Yeah,
when
they're
they
just
bring out
missing.
when they bring out that big repeating turret.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh no!" and could clearly get into cover, but she's just running on top of the.
Yeah, I'm
mountain.
like, just roll behind the rocks though. Like,
Or if you're the guy on like the Gatling turret, just like aim a little in front of her.
shoot where she's
just-
going,
yeah.
not where she is.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know what it is?
I didn't have training for this.
He didn't expect her to keep running on the ridge. He was like, "Oh, she's gonna duck behind the rocks. Oh no, wait, she's definitely gonna. Fuck, she
Fake
never.
out.
I could have killed her." Yeah, he wasn't thinking.
He's just trying to
You know who
scare her.
You know who would have hit that shot? Patrick Mahomes.
That's right.
He is a good basketball player.
So she her whole plan was she's running towards this big boulder that she's gonna leg press down a hill to crush the Gatling gun, Aaron. So
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
that part.
I wrote
I was
Fennec
like,
doesn't
okay.
skip leg day.
And it sounds like a weird idea too, because like that giant boulder was like her cover, and she was like, "I got an idea. I'm just gonna push my cover rock down the hill.
Let me-
While they're shooting, I'm just gonna be there." Like,
So like they shoot that boulder thing and it moves forward, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna roll out and she's gonna get lit up," and she's like, "I'm gonna push it down on purpose," and I was like, "No, but wait a minute."
Yeah, she fucking
they all are. The guns are there.
I was
So-
like, "No, you need that boulder."
So meanwhile, Din's still trying to get to Grogu. He's like, "Time to leave, kid," and just getting blasted away by the force field. So that's failure number 2 there.
So anyway, I just started blasting.
Well, Boba starts blasting because he finds his armor in the Razor Crest, and he comes out, and I guess it came with a gun too, and he just starts fucking owning fools, just
Blasting.
killing stormtroopers.
He's just blasting.
It was badass. I think the stormtroopers were there to make Boba Fett look badass.
I
No,
got
that's
one
pretty
beef
much.
with the
Go
scene
ahead.
though, when
Go ahead,
like
Nick.
he released that missile and took out both the ships. That little turn back where he looked at the camera and it was like, like made the noise. I was like, that was fun.
you know,
Oh, his line after is corny too.
Yeah.
he's
I was
like,
aiming for the other one.
got him.
Clean up on
Hasta la vista, stormtroopers.
Yeah, you're
like
like,
a
man, that Dave Filoni. Yeah,
I was like, "Wow, who wrote this?"
yeah.
Oh, the writing in this is fucking top notch.
So, yeah, Boba Fett's back and
Absolutely.
starts killing, and then the stormtroopers retreat. I'm wondering, like,
Here
Who gave the
I go
retreat
kill it
orders?
again.
Yeah, that's,
so they all pile back into their 2 ships now, and they're flying away. Boba puts down his little this thing and aims
yep,
at
so you can see stuff.
yeah. aims at the ship and shoots his little backpack rocket and hits
So,
hits
do they
one above it and it crashes into the other.
Do they clarify in this episode if he was just like he had a fanny pack of those missiles just in case? So he uses one, loads it up, fires it, and then he like has to take out another and put it in. So I know we talked about that in the past.
I
where we were
wish.
like, do those guys just is that like a one and done? Like he's like, oh, this
Yeah,
is my one time to use this. Like
Yeah, where did that one come from? Because
Maybe
Cobb Vanth
was
shot
like,
the
I
original.
have no use for all of these. He just had a bunch of extra.
yeah, these are all just one time use. I don't know. I guess any
Like, be
missile is
careful
one time
with
use.
these.
Classic missiles, one time use.
I guess every single missile's one time use.
It's like,
We gotta make
every
missiles
single
more
gadget-
reusable.
Yeah.
Every single gadget was just one time use, so that was just like useless for the rest of the season.
Yeah, garbage.
Like,
The
I
whole
used
thing's
all the
trash.
missiles.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I already used the jetpack. Can't use it again."
So did he bust out? Was he like Darth Maul style, like deflecting laser blast with his Beskar spear that he got in the previous episode, or did that not make an appearance?
Oh,
No, he did get
I'll
lit up
to that.
though.
Okay. No, yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
get
so-
at one point, when the stormtroopers are there, what's her face is hanging out with what's his face?
How could you
Fennec.
forget
Is hanging out.
Fennec?
what's
I
her
know.
face and what's his face? Oh man.
Yeah, and he's got all the Beskar on, and he's like, "Where it's gonna be fine," and he's just getting lit the fuck up. Like the stormtroopers can't hit anything except his Beskar because he's taking shot after, and he's just going ooh, and just like falling around, and she's behind him like shooting at him, and he's just like, I'm like, dude, if they can hit him so much, why can't they hit anybody else?
It's the magnetism of the Beskar. It just sucks in those blaster bolts, you know.
The magnet.
I'm like, dude, he is getting annihilated right now, but he's fine. His Beskar protects
He's
against
just chilling.
everything, I guess.
So after Boba blows up those ships, we get a cut to Moff Gideon, who is coming in to get Grogu, and they fire like a laser from the ship and completely destroy the Razor Crest. It is just ash now.
Dang.
It is gone. They just fixed it, unfortunately.
That scene was out of the blue too. I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
I thought
That's bad.
I was like, oh, that's not what you want.
Yeah, that is a downer.
That was a surprise to me because I felt like they could have made the Razor Crest a bit iconic, sell some Legos and some toys instead of just repurposing Boba Fett's ship.
$64.99 from China.
Wait, you guys think Disney's doing this series for money? That's silly.
Yeah, you know how much money they have?
With like
So,
a little M80 that you
One-time use.
These damn toys nowadays got their fucking one-time.
Moff Gideon
there is
puts
a
in
planned-
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, it's planned obsolescence.
That's the Razor Crest. So Moff Gideon calls in the Dark Troopers, and they are flying
Send in the Mahomes.
straight towards Grogu. Now, originally, Din flew over to the rock with his jetpack, but Boba Fett made him take his jetpack off so he knew he wouldn't run. So they had to climb the mountain, and they could not get to Grogu in time.
Oh shit!
So,
Because you know what it is.
Scary.
You got to carry Grogu up the mountain and let him drink from the river.
the Dark Troopers, they weren't what I was expecting them to be. They looked weird. They kind of looked like something out of Iron
They're
Man.
droids. They're like enhanced super battle droids.
That must
Yeah, I thought they were going to be like those stormtroopers that are dressed all black. That's what I was expecting.
I
gotcha.
agree. I did not
I
expect
thought, yeah.
Those are the pilot guys.
Yeah.
I only know
Yeah,
that
but I
from,
was like,
what's the ship
Legos.
called? Squadrons.
You're right.
I would like it. Yeah, I was just thinking it's funnier if he's like, all right, send them in. They send in the pilot guys by mistake, and they're just like, oh,
Like, we don't have any guns.
we can't
got that
fly.
little-
We can't fly.
That little repair tool from Battlefront where it's like...
Yeah, they're just like repairing shit. Dude, they just all four of them go down to where the Razor Crest was and just take the tool out and it just reappears.
Or they have just a time bomb. They're like, doop, doop. They just run away.
That'd be great. That's what I
I want to
want.
play
That's a
Battlefront.
yeah, me too. That's a show I want to see. Oh man, we missed out. What a great episode that would have been.
So, Dark Troopers steal Grogu and Jetpack back up to the ship.
Dang.
Yep. Din is looking around in the ash of his ship. Actually, I think first Boba Fett tries to chase him with his ship. And he's like, well, that's a giant Imperial starship. I'm not going to shoot that down. Going to fly back to the planet. And they escape. So Moff Gideon has Grogu, which I thought was predictable. That was the predictable part to me.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna rescue him or if they're just gonna kill him off.
Yeah, the last few episodes will be him going and getting the
We got to
child
put a
from,
team together.
Moff.
We'll get there. So,
Yeah, you know
someone
who's, you know who's really good.
We need someone who's
Will
good
Burr.
at stealing.
We need somebody who wants to be even Stevens with us.
who owes us a favor? Who needs to be even Stevens?
Who's not even Stevens with us right now?
So
And they're like, Cara Dune's good at stealing votes, so maybe she can steal the child back.
It's like you watched the episode.
I didn't.
Din is looking through the ash of the Razor Crest, and he finds the little ball he was playing catch with. Must be Beskar. And he finds the Beskar spear, and you know...
I'm sure that the little ball is Beskar.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was just luck it survived. I do not think that he was like, yeah, can you make like 1% of the
Little
components of my
Beskar.
ship made out of Beskar?
You know, the gear shift. It's
I know. I
the
don't
luxury
I
item
don't
in the
think it was
Razor
Beskar.
Crest. I'm gonna go with it's
I really don't
Beskar.
think.
I'm gonna go with it.
Why don't they just make the whole ship out of Beskar?
Well, sometimes you have those
limited supply.
They have-
Would you maybe to fly?
So sometimes in the nice cars you have the little fancy like polished shifter there. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
he has like a little Beskar accessory in his ship.
Why don't they just make the entire Razor Crest
He
out of the
could've
black
had
box
like
material?
a big Beskar medallion. Instead, he chose to put it on his little gear shift in the Razor Crest.
Yeah. He's got this big chain, and they keep shooting it, and it's hitting the chain every time.
It's
They're
like
how
a
is it
plave clock.
yeah, boy.
Yeah.
He's got Beskar grills under it. So.
Dude, they haven't really shown his actual teeth yet, so I want at one point he's got Beskar grills.
He's got a
I'd
grill.
collected
I
so
would give them
much.
whatever they want.
He's like, sorry,
Mandalorian.
this belongs to
Like-
Mandalorians. Just makes grills.
Yeah. It's just number one Mando. Like,
Top Man's like, please, I have to protect this village. He's like, sorry, dog.
Yeah. Sorry, man, got no time, and he holds up his clock.
Wearing 8 The Beskars for Mandalorians.
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, that was still one of my favorite things because he's literally like, well, how am I gonna help save all these people? He's like, not my problem. Good luck, bro. He's like, yeah, I wear this armor. I'm like the only sheriff around these parts. There's a bunch of fucked up things happening. And he's like, yeah, but I need your armor.
That's
It's like,
honestly, that's why he was so like against Bo-Katan. He's just like, oh shit. Well, I've been a real asshole to everyone for these made up rules, so I'm just gonna stick with it.
Hopefully nobody remembers.
Yeah, they're like,
This is
hey,
the way.
we're here to help you. Yeah, we're here to help you out. And he's like, but you took off your helmets. And they're like, yeah, we're not insane. And he's like, nah, no thanks. I'll find somebody. Who's serious.
So
They're like,
he
dude, we
finds
just saved your life from fucking tentacle people. He's like, no, not good enough, bro.
He finds his Beskar spear in the ash, and you know we're gonna get a spear dark saber battle because I guess it's been established that Beskar is lightsaber proof, so we could go spear on dark saber. Hopefully, it's pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Boba
Presumably.
and Din have a little conversation, and Boba reveals that Jango Fett was a foundling. I don't know how that fits in the canon based on what I've read, because it's not important. Jango Fett was a foundling, so that's how he got the armor. So Din lets him keep it. Seems like a little plot
First
patch
time.
to me, but anyway, Boba is like, well, I told you the kid would be safe if I got my armor, so I owe you, so we could be even Stevens. So Boba Fett's gonna continue. Boba Fett's part of the show now. Boba and Din and Fennec are teaming up, and
Yeah, because she's like, I just do whatever he does.
So
Well, yeah, Boba Fett saved her, right? She was like half bionic.
yeah, she
Didn't
was.
she show that?
Yeah, she gets shot and left out in the desert, and he's like, I got all these tools. Let me just replace your intestines with electronics. And she's like, Boba Fett saved me. And it's like a little TV. It's got like SpongeBob on it. I'm like, oh my God, he put a television in
Oh
your
my God, he's pretending
stomach.
that box is a TV.
So first place you go when you need to get Grogu back, you go to Navarro to tell Cara Dune that you need help breaking Bill Burr out of prison.
Yeah, I forgot that they needed Bill Burr.
Cara,
Is that actually what happened?
Who I
Did you-
yes, that's
Who-
what
yeah.
happened.
Bringing back
And,
Bill Burr.
He's like, I need you to find someone. His name's Mayfeld. which is Bill Burr's
Yeah,
character.
Bill Mayfield.
Yeah.
I thought that he was killed.
Old Billy Burr Mayfield.
Nope, I guess not.
No,
How
I
the
don't
fuck
think
he
went to
survived
prison.
that?
Well, no, he
Dude,
was left on
they're
the
like,
prison ship. He was left on the prison ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Okay, you win.
I host a Star Wars podcast, Wes. Come on. I've never fucked up.
Dude,
anything
have
on
you
this
watched?
show.
You. That's true. That's absolutely true.
funny
You have been
joke.
perfect. Have you ever watched any of the Mandalorian?
Is that that's the show about Boba Fett, right? It
Yeah,
happens when Yoda was a baby.
Mhm.
yeah. It's Child Yoda, and
Yeah, he's voiced by
Oberyn
Gilbert
Martell.
Godfrey.
Oberyn Martell plays the bad guy,
Yeah.
Professor Spears.
They sell a lot of fried chicken. I don't know.
Yeah, it takes place on a fried chicken world
Yeah.
made out of crystal meth.
Oh,
Yeah.
just wait till we get the space whales involved, because they're gonna have to be involved if
Oh,
Admiral
Christ.
Thrawn's involved.
God, I hope not.
I like it. I think Thrawn is a
let's
cool,
see.
like, I don't know.
Thrawn
He's
is
cool.
I just
cool.
don't want
Thrawn
space
was
whales.
was actually taken from the Legends universe. This guy Timothy Zahn.
Timothy
He's,
Thrawn.
Timothy
Yeah.
Thrawn, that's what they call him. So, Cara Dune
You
finds out that Grogu was
you ain't
stolen
Thrawn about that. Go ahead.
and says, "Hey, I'm in." When at first she was like, "I'm out. I work for the New Republic now. I can't break people out
She's
of
like,
prisons."
that's illegal. I would never. Oh God. She's like, that's totally illegal. I would never break somebody out of prison. And he's like, but this one's for Baby Yoda. And she's like, well, you should have said so.
They're like,
I'll do whatever you want.
But what if they were the president?
We get a we get a little cutscene. Moff Gideon's up in his ship, and he's telling people, "Hey, tell Dr. Pershing I didn't look up who that was, but I had made a note to tell myself to do so." That we've got the what do they call him? The asset, the donor,
Yeah.
something
The
like
child.
that.
The donor.
We've got the baby. I want to
So-
see the baby.
So I'm gonna just completely baselessly speculate. So
Yes.
I'm assuming Moff Gideon he's harboring the like corpse or dilapidated body of Yoda, and so this new baby Grogu, so he's
like where
the
this is
donor
going.
for Yoda, who's like, I don't know, he's like a
trying to
mummy
make-
or something. I'm
He's
not
trying
sure.
to resurrect Yoda.
He's got Austin Collie hands. I have no idea.
I like how we saw all the tubes of Snoke, and now we're bringing back Yoda.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, I like it better as it's Yoda and he was a mummy and Imhotep shows up. And next thing you know, I'm like, is that Brendan Fraser? And Brendan Fraser's like, what's going on?
He's like,
I was listening to Film House, which is Funhouse's film show, and they were talking about how
Yeah.
part of the Mummy lore between Mummy 1 and 2 is like the Universal ride, The Mummy. Like it fills in gaps between the movies. Like Brendan Fraser's like,
so they're like, hold on,
"Oh,
go to
man."
Universal and go to the ride before you watch this movie.
Nick and I rode that ride like 20 times last June 2019.
Hey, Remember when
You didn't watch the second film?
Well, no one was in
watched the
line,
second
so
movie
we
after,
didn't
right?
catch any of the Brendan Fraser lore.
oh, you just ran through. You didn't get any of the line. Yeah, see, I don't know, because Disney like does that shit too, where they're like, hey, we've got
hopping
background story or
turnstiles
whatever.
like the end of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when the kids rise up against their parents.
I vaguely remember that.
That's what I would do.
Anyway, so final scene. Moff Gideon's walking in where Grogu's being held, and he's just beating on a couple stormtroopers, force choking, throwing them against walls.
He's just beating his meat.
Yep.
He's like, we finally got him.
He's like, yes. They call me Gus.
He's like, you've been a bad boy, Moff.
So the stormtroopers with Moff Gideon are like, oh, set phasers to stun, stop him. And Moff's like, no, let him tire himself out. And he does. He murders a couple of their friends.
Moff's like, let him finish.
Yeah, he's like, I'm almost there too.
I'm so hard right now.
Let the boy watch.
Yeah. Bring the child in here. I'm almost done.
Let the boy watch.
Oh, fuck.
So that's the end of the episode. So I did some accidental foreshadowing. Aaron, you can't answer this because you're going to know the answer. This episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez. Can you guys name another movie Robert Rodriguez has directed?
Oh, I do know this, actually.
That's why I said you can't answer.
Titanic.
Nope. Nick?
I don't know.
He's the director of the Spy Kids series.
It's Spy Kids, yeah. Hell yeah. We were just talking
one
about
of the
Spy
unannounced
Kids.
directors, and last week we were doing all our Spy Kids jokes. Disney must be
Very
listening.
true. Disney knows when to cash in on a franchise. They're like, bring that Spy Kids director, and we know that property's
Just in time
hot
for
right
the
now.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel.
Yeah, the reboot or whatever's happening. Who the fuck knows what that is?
Everybody loves that.
So we know Filoni's got the finale, and the penultimate episode is Rick Famuyima.
Is it the
Wow.
whole thing?
Is that all?
Famuyiwa.
I thought it was Famuyiwa, Famanua.
Bop, bop, bop-a-doo, wop, bop,
He
bop.
was the he did the second episode of the first season and the one with Bill Burr. So he's bringing Billy Burr back.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You mean Timothy Fabaniwa Fop Fop Oobop Doop Bop Doobity Doo. Yeah,
His
he's
name's
great,
Rick.
man.
His name is Rick.
My name's not Rick.
So Aaron, what did you think of the episode?
Fabaniwa.
Yeah. I liked it.
Nice.
Me too.
All right.
It
Wes?
was Star Wars. Star Wars.
I thought it was okay. It just kind of leaves me looking for the next one.
Yeah. It's interesting how they're following a main storyline when there seemed to only be kind of one tangent, which was a weird way to get to where we are with Frog Lady. I'd say Frog Lady probably worst episode.
What was the point of that?
This might be second worst, but I don't think it was bad. I think season 2's been decent.
Yeah.
I'm shocked
I
that Boba
think
Fett's involved past one episode.
Yeah, again, it's some member berries. Like, I definitely think that they're going to try to pull out like all the stops with that stuff. And I mean, I appreciate them being more cohesive with the story, because I like after the first season, I was definitely nervous that they're going to be like, we're just going to fuck around because it's a Star Wars property and it'll make money regardless. Who gives a shit?
You know what I wanted? I wanted more about the fucking shrimp farmers.
Wes,
I know
you
you
want
and
more
the dog
just bureaucracy.
Yeah, you know me,
The
I'm a
dog
big
people.
government guy.
Yeah.
And the lady
Like,
who
fuck these
thinks
dog
he's
people.
also a Yoda under the helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you look fuck ugly like him," and he's like, "No,
Excuse you.
it's no, I'm Pedro Pascal." And she's like,
Don't you call
"Yeah, I don't know who that
child
is. We don't
ugly?"
get
Yeah. Sounds
we don't
ugly.
get movies out here."
We don't get HBO out here.
Yeah. Game of what?
Hey, who's you think you is, fancy pants? We don't get no HBO or movies out here. We just simple shrimps people.
Yeah. I seen him in my head movies.
I really like the simple Jack / weird New York accent blend that you just threw.
Yeah,
out
I
there.
don't know. I was like, is this Simple Jack? Is it like the I'm Walking Here guy from Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
It's all of
Hey, I'm walking here, and sometimes I see yous in my head movies. But these head movies make my eyes rain. Where? I'm like, all right, bro.
Brain. Oh shit. That movie's funny.
So yeah, we're gonna get a big team up. We know Bill Burr's back. Will they
Thank
kill
God.
Bill Burr? Who knows? I
Like in real
genuinely
life
thought
or
they
in
might
the-
kill Boba Fett when he was
Yeah,
flying
they
up
kill him
towards
in real life.
the star, the Imperial starship. I thought he was just gonna get blown up by the same laser that blew up the Razor Crest, but they didn't.
No, they need his ship, otherwise it just stuck there.
That
I
would
thought
have
he was
been-
going kamikaze style, just right into the bottom of it.
He's like, I owe you one. This is for my dad.
He's like, I'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah,
So
this is for Pearl Harbor.
there are a few theories on who, because obviously they're going to meet a Jedi who's not Ahsoka Tano, who's going to talk to Yoda or Grogu. Excuse me,
Train or what, or something.
Yaddle. They're going to
No,
talk
no,
to Yaddle.
probably. It's probably gonna be Yoda too, because Yoda is just mummified right now.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Mommy
It's going to
Yoda.
be Emotep. Ooh, Dwayne the Rock can be the Scorpion King.
King. He's King Tootin' Yoda.
He comes in and he's just a Jedi. He's the Rock, but he's a Jedi.
He's also Scorpion King, though. Like his bottom half's.
And he's like,
That would be awesome if he's
I'm gonna take this lightsaber.
So into it.
I'm gonna take this lightsaber and stick it up your candy ass. Like, yeah, all right.
Can you
Let's
smell
go.
what the Scorpion King is cooking? He's called the Scorpion King in Star Wars.
So wait, his bottom half is still a scorpion. So is there a scorpion that he traded with that has the Rock's legs with the top half of a scorpion? Because I think him and Robot Spider Darth Maul would get along.
They would.
So, the theories. So, one is someone none of us know because we didn't watch Rebels. This guy named Ezra, who's a Jedi in Rebels. Last seen with Thrawn, so probably the most likely. There is a theory maybe Luke will show up, played by...
Sebastian Stan.
That's it. People want Sebastian Stan to play middle-aged Luke.
He does look
That's a
like it.
theory.
I don't know if you guys. I think I sent you guys the little like art thing or whatever, like the little mock-up that someone did. It's pretty fucking good, actually.
Yeah.
I'd
So-
rather have Sebastian the crab.
I think the most fun theory.
He's like, here
The
he
most
comes.
fun
He's playing some shells. It's like that's not the Winter
The
Soldier.
one that the
Disney
force is
crossover.
not here, but I wish it was over there. And I'm like, oh my god, he's thinking about the force.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Meet the
It's about the fish lady.
Glorians. Meet the Glorians.
It's definitely cultural appropriation for us to be doing these accents, but that's okay.
We're doing a
As a white guy, I
Sebastian
can
the
say
Crab
that.
accent. Crab Beetle.
This is what I normally sound like.
So, the most fun theory. So, according to George Lucas, it is entirely feasible that Mace Windu survived the fall out of Senator Palpatine's little
Okay.
penthouse there. And is
I'm not sure
part
if that-
robot now.
Obviously,
So Sam Jackson
Yeah,
wants
that's-
them to resurrect Mace Windu. There are rumors of a Mace Windu spin-off series. And what last point, Mace Windu Boba Fett Revenge.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I mean, all of those are a thing, but I would definitely like again. You have this whole just galaxy of shit and whatever. Again, people want like to see Ahsoka Tano, people want to see whoever, but
Mace
Like,
Windu.
I
Really,
don't know,
I'm just
maybe
trying to throw
others-
out many
make
fan
other,
theories
like-
so I could have a clickbaity title. So, your thoughts?
yeah. Well, and just make other cool Jedi. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like have other interesting Jedi. Like
Oh, the other theory
Stop
is
taking the same,
that
like, three.
Cal whoever from the
Cal Kestis or whatever the fuck it
Cal,
is.
from the video game.
I think that's I don't love that either, to be honest, because he's not like particularly impressive in the like he does shit in the game, which is cool.
Everyone's
But like
dead.
Mace Windu's like a Jedi master, like that would be more
Yeah, Mace
exciting and
Windu's
like
badass.
or Luke. Like Luke is way more awesome than fucking Cal is.
So we are going to
He gets his ass handed to him by Vader. Like
is the theory.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want I don't want this whole series to be callbacks. I want it to be its own thing, But I don't know if Disney wants that.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance it's that Ezra guy, so that they can, because there's another rumor of they're making more animated series. So this show is basically just a big advertisement for Rebels and Clone Wars.
Sure. Well, I think the sort of quote unquote conspiracy that this is they're testing for future like Ben Kenobi series, Ahsoka Tano series.
Who do they like to show up on screen?
Well, but exactly, and it's something like if you can make a successful series and like a very successful so far with like just basically a no name, like no face protagonist, like no one.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even know his name for half the series. Like that's how sort of unknown or whatever he was
a few weeks ago, apparently.
Yeah. Exactly. So like that kind of thing, I feel like I don't know, the opportunity is there. I hope that they again try to like be inventive with it. And I don't know. I'm still skeptical of like the direction the show is going in, because I think there's a clear like story still. Like, and it seems like this episode has gotten more into like the Moff Gideon, like that's an interesting new character. Like fucking get Moff into Gideon's who he is and like what's going on with the Darksaber and what like that stuff is more interesting to me. But whatever. They're going to do what they want, I guess.
Do you guys see the show going?
Depends on how much money it makes. Like, I mean, if it's still successful, like 5 seasons in, why would they not keep it going? Like, what? It didn't stop the guys who made Lost.
That's fair, but there's no giant universe in Lost. They can't be like, oh, let's find out what was happening where they weren't lost. This is the Lost universe.
Lost
if they're successful with a Star Wars show, they could end it at like 4 or 5 seasons and be like, but this is what we're doing next. And we'd be like, okay.
And then they'll have like a series or something.
I think that they could. I mean, how much can you do with this shit where it's just fucking Pedro Pascal running around with the little green alien boy? Like, I've already had my fill of Pedro Pascal running around. I'm like, give me something more, man. He's just like, I gotta make sure the little boy is safe, and I'm like, all right, bro, that's cool. He's like, still doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm like, okay, dude, like I'm bored. Give me something new. Fucking dump him off somewhere and let's start something else, man.
Yeah, like in season 5, are they going to be like, man, he's really coming around to this child? Like they're finally becoming friends. Like,
nobody questions what was his life like. Like instant father. This isn't. This isn't Mark Wahlberg. This isn't a Mark Wahlberg movie. This isn't Instant Family starring Mark Wahlberg and somebody else. This isn't that film. If I wanted Instant Family, I'd watch Instant Family starring Mark Wahlberg. No.
You don't need to name it. We all know it. You don't need to name it. Blockbuster success smash hit Instant Family
by Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be like I did it again. I'd be like, how?
It's brought to you by Beating Minorities and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg's so problematic.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have a sign off? I'd like to end there.
On Beating Minorities.
Do you want to be thrown on the spot? Don't be any minorities. It's a good sign off, but you missed the setup. So
you said you wanted to end there, is what you said. That's what I was like. True. I'm just skeptical. I'm gonna throw out that we have socials and other things, and
we have a TikTok. I think
Canon with one N.
Instagram. We should have said this earlier because no one makes it this far.
Sure,
Listen,
I made it this
signed
far.
Off in a while?
No, I don't want to though.
Yeah, well, that's too damn bad.
Yeah, well, Wes has got it. I'm confident Wes will pull something out.
No, wait, give me 1 second. Unless I mean.
Unless he's stalling.
As we always say to end the Cannonballs podcast, Wesley.
If you're traveling in space and there's bounty hunters, just look out for the indentured servant 69.
Pull up. All